Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Today I'm going to be using all of my favourite ride or die products in one video, and I very rarely get to do that anymore because I'm constantly testing out new products for everybody. So today's quite exciting for me. I'm going to be using them all in one very natural, simple daytime look. So if you're interested in finding out what my favourite products are, then please keep watching. Okay, so firstly, you know I talk about these products all the time. From The Ordinary, I always use Buffet and Matrixyl, a few drops, put them all over my face, so that's what I'm going to do straight away. The Matrixyl is a 10% formulation and it also has hyaluronic acid in there as well. You get 30 ml worth of product and it costs £9 in the UK and $12 in the US. You can get this from Beauty Bay in both countries. And Buffet is £12.50 in the UK and $18 in the US. And again, you get 30 ml worth of product. This lasts me a really long time. And they are just so lovely and light. They never break me out in spots, which is a really big plus for me. They're just not too heavy. And you can use these if you feel like you need something a little bit richer. You can use these underneath your usual day cream. So I've given that a few minutes to sink into my skin, and I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer, which is something that I've recently started to wear, but I do find it makes a huge difference to how my under eye makeup wears throughout the day. So I just put a tiny bit on my fingers, rub that in and just press that underneath the eye. The Smashbox primer is £20 in the UK and $29 at Ulta in the US. So recently I've been testing out every single setting spray under the sun for a future video for you. I've been testing them out on a daily basis, and I've also been testing out some priming sprays for you as well. Now, even though I've been switching them up on a daily basis, the priming spray that I've found that I get on with the most is by Urban Decay, and it's called Rebound. Now, this is collagen infused. It's supposed to firm the skin over time. It's supposed to smooth the skin, and it's also got a little bit of a radiance booster in there, which I think is really flattering on a more mature skin. So this is the one that I keep going back to. It's £26 in the UK and $32 in the US. And it smells so nice. It really does. Sorry about the pretentious waving, everybody, but I've got to dry this quickly. It smells a little bit zesty. It's very, very pleasant and quite uplifting and cooling on the skin. Okay, so I get asked questions all the time on my channel in the comments section. I love getting all your comments. Please keep them coming. But there are two that I answer probably every day, at least 3 times. The first one and the most popular question is, how old are you and how old's your mum? Well, I'm 39 in a week. Whoop whoop, birthday coming up, and my mum is 65, so that one's just cleared that one up. The second favourite question that I always have to answer on my channel is, what are your favourite foundations? I don't have a favourite, I have lots of favourites, but there are 3 ride or die products. The first one, as you all know, I love the YSL Touche Éclat All-in-One Glow. If I'm having a really good skin day and I want to be out of the door, that is the one that I always use. The second product, if it's really sunny outside, and it very rarely is in the UK, I use the IT Cosmetics CC Cream because it's got a really high SPF in there and it stays on all day. It's amazing. Medium to full coverage, absolutely amazing product. But the one I'm going to be using today, and my joint third favourite, no order of preference, they are all absolutely amazing, is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Now this is £35 in the UK and $49 in the US, and it comes in 33 different shades. This is the shade Fiji. Now I do have a review on this product. In fact, it's one of the first reviews I ever did on YouTube, and I will link it up here for you if you want to watch that review. I also get asked all the time what brushes I use and what I actually use those brushes for, so I am going to be doing a brush video for everybody. If you are interested in watching that, then please do comment in the comment section below. But the brush I'm going to be using today, as always for my foundation, is the 103 Defined Buffing Brush from ZOEVA. They do some amazing brushes at ZOEVA. I absolutely love their stuff. As you'll be aware if you watched the video when I did the review on this particular product, a little goes a long way. This is 2 pumps of foundation. Hardly any comes out when you pump this foundation out. It does actually come with a pump. It's one of the very few foundations from Nars that actually come with a pump. You don't have to buy one. But very little product actually comes out of the bottle when you pump it out. But believe me, if you are only a 1 pump person, 1 pump will do your entire face with this as well. So my favourite concealer for underneath my eyes is the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC. I absolutely love this concealer for underneath the eyes. I said once that I hated it, but I realised that I was actually using too much of it. You have to use this so sparingly, and it's really easy to stop this from creasing throughout the day if you use my tips in the How to Stop Concealer Creasing video, and I will link that up here for you if you haven't seen that already. But this is an excellent concealer. So the Pro Longwear Concealer comes in 16 different shades. It's $18.50 in the UK, $24 in the US at Ulta, and I am the shade NC20. I always use my 142 brush from ZOEVA to apply this product. This is a concealer brush. It's an excellent concealer brush. Like I said, you hardly need any product whatsoever. So always dab off the excess product before you apply it to the skin. And I like to apply some at the corner of my eye because I have a little bit of a dark patch there, to make sure that that's covered up throughout the day. So I'm going to set my under eyes and my foundation in place, and to do that I'm going to use the RCMA No Colour Powder. This is such an excellent powder and I rave about this all the time on my channel, so I'm sorry if you're getting bored about it, but it's only £13 in the UK and $12 in the US. You get 3 ounces worth of product, which is 15 times more than you would get anywhere else. Now I've used some really high-end setting powders, and this is such a fraction of the price, and I think rivals those quality and everything. So I absolutely love this product. So I'm going to use again another ZOEVA brush. They make some really good brushes. This is the 227 Luxe Crease Brush by ZOEVA, and I'm just going to dip into that, knock off the excess, and funny face, people, funny face. Underneath, on top, and then I'm going to take my Precision Face Brush by Bare Minerals and do the same thing on the face. Just tap that in. Okay, so now for brows. I have used so many different brow products in the last 9 months that I've been doing my channel, and this is one of my most recent finds, but it's my favourite. This is from NYX. It's their Micro Brow Pencil. It's £10 in the UK, $9.99 in the US, but at Ulta at the moment it's on sale for $6.99. This comes in 8 shades, and this is Ash Brown. I really love this because it's got such a hard consistency, so it's really easy to get those nice fine strokes without it melting and bleeding all over the place. So I really love this product, and I find it so easy to use. So you'll probably notice if you see me out and about, unless I've been filming during the day, I won't have eyeshadow on. It's not that I don't like eyeshadows. I absolutely love eyeshadows. I love applying them. I love playing around with different colours. I like changing up my look depending on how I blend. I absolutely love eyeshadow, but I don't have time for that on a day-to-day basis, and I don't think very many people do. So today I'm not going to apply any eyeshadows. I'm just going to do my general day-to-day look. So we're going to move on to mascara, and my favourite mascara, and it's been my favourite mascara for probably about 5 months, and I've tried loads. So this is the mascara by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 mascara. I talk about this on my channel all the time. You will always see it in the description box of products used. This has lasted me such a long time. I've probably had this for 5 months and it's still going. So really, really impressed. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and get some of this on. Freak everybody out using the lash curlers. These lash curlers were £1. Actually, I think these lash curlers were £1.50 and they were from Primark. There is nothing wrong with buying cheap eyelash curlers. Don't be fooled into buying these eyelash curlers that cost £20. They do the same job. So the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 mascara by Charlotte Tilbury is £25 in the UK. I'm actually not quite sure how much this is in the US. So if somebody could put it in the comments section for everybody, I would really, really appreciate that. The one thing that took me quite a long time to get used to is this has quite a bushy brush, and I like the thin brushes because it doesn't tend to go everywhere, but I am used to that now, and the formula itself is really, really nice. And they look nice. Okay, moving on to bronzers. My favourite bronzer is the MAC Mineralized Finish Bronzer. This is in the shade Medium Tan, but it comes in 15 different shades. It's £25.50 in the UK and $34 in the US. And I'm going to apply it with my ZOEVA 106 brush, which is predominantly used for powder, but I like to use it for bronzer. Okay, so moving on to blush. My favourite blush at the moment, I've got 2 of them. One's by MAC and it's in the shade Mocha. I use that all the time, but I also use this one by L'Oreal. This one's called Life's a Peach. I know in the US it's called something else, but it smells of peaches, so it's like got a fruity name to it, I think. Anyway, this is $8.99 in the UK and $12.99 in the US. And I'm going to use my MAC, and I don't know what number brush this is, because it's rubbed off. I use it all the time. I'm just going to put that just on the high points of my cheekbones. I really love this shade. I think it's really quite versatile. Very peachy, very youthful. Just really beautiful. I used this on my mum last week and she absolutely loved it as well. So onto highlighter. My favourite product that I go to all the time is from the same video that the blusher came from. This is the L'Oreal La Vie en Glow Powder Highlighting Palette. It's a really, really lovely, subtle palette, and I'm not one of those people that goes for a really in-your-face highlighter on the tops of the cheekbones. I like to be a little bit more subtle. This is called something completely different in the US. I think it's called Lumi Glow Nude, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, it's $14.99 in the US and £12.99 in the UK if you want to try that out. I'm going to use my fan brush from ZOEVA, and I'm just going to dust into the first 2 shades and knock off the excess because I don't want it to be too powerful, and just dust it on the tops of those cheekbones and just round the corner as well. It's just really, really subtle. You can't go over the top with this highlighter. You don't have to be afraid of it like some highlighters. Then I'm just going to put a tiny bit down the nose, a bit on the Cupid's bow, and a tiny bit on the corner of my chin. So onto lips, I'm going to be using a little mini by Smashbox. This came in a set and I've just not stopped using all 3 of the products that came in the set. They are all absolutely magnificent and I love them. They feature a lot in my past videos. So this one is part of their Be Legendary lipstick range, and as soon as this is gone, I will be purchasing the full blown version. So this is in the shade Audition. This is $17.50 in the UK and $21 in the US. And it's just a really nice formula. This comes in so many different shades. I couldn't count them all. So many different shades. Now, if you have a really small top lip like me, I find their always on lipsticks are excellent for overlining, and you really can't tell. I really like that shade. It's called Audition and it's really nourishing, moisturising and hydrating on the lips as well, so it doesn't dry your lips out as the day goes on. So I really, really like it. And finally, I just like to set everything in place. You don't have to do this. Be very careful if you're using setting sprays with alcohol in, because if you're using these on a daily basis, they can dry your skin out. You can do this actual process straight after you put your foundation on if you don't want to do absolutely everything, but I like to do it when I've got all my highlighter and blush and bronzer and everything on, because I do find it just makes everything stick to the skin and creates that barrier. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Fixing Mist and not one of the brand new ones that I've been testing out, because I think that'll spoil the video. But this isn't my favourite anymore, but I am going to use it in this video. But I do love this and it's excellent. More pretentious wafting. Okay, so that is the finished look for today. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. It's full of all my favourite products. I very rarely get to use them anymore because I'm constantly testing out brand new products for everybody. So it's really nice for me to be able to use all my favourite products in one video. So I hope you've really enjoyed that. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There is a watermark in this corner. If you want to click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. Also, don't forget I am on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook if you want to follow me on there as well. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye!